Hi everyone, welcome to biology class. Today I will discuss the topic life cycles in algae. So before we move on to the life cycle part, first we do a quick brush up on algae. So the algae, as we all know, belongs to the plant kingdom but show little differentiation compared to the others. That is, they don't have particular structures like leaf, stem or root like most of the plants do. It is usually aquatic and is an extremely diverse group ranging from unicellular to multicellular. Like any other organism, algae also reproduce. The sequence of events or different phases through which an organism passes is termed as its life cycle. So here we will discuss 5 major types of life cycle pattern shown by different algae. First type of life cycle is haplodic life cycle. It is seen in Chlamydomonas, Eulothrix, Udogonium, Spirogyra, Zygnema, and many other green algae and also Chrysophyceae. The main vegetative plant body in this life cycle is a gametophyte. A gametophyte is a gamete-bearing thallus, so it is haploid in nature. The gametophyte bears gametangia, which is a reproductive organ, and it produces gametes which are haploid in nature. These gametes undergo fusion and the process is called syngamy. It forms diploid zygote. This zygote undergoes meiosis, which is a reduction or division, and forms 4 meiospores, which is haploid in nature. Now this meiospores will germinate and form haploid gametophytic thallus. Now the life cycle is completed. So apart from the diploid zygote, all other stages are haplodic. So thus this life cycle is haplodic life cycle. Based on whether the algae is a homothallic species or a heterothallic species, the life cycle shows some variation. So in a homothallic species, the male and female reproductive structures seen on the same thallus. Homothalli is formed when all the haploid meiospores formed after the meiosis are developed into homothallic gametophytic plant. It is seen in the species like Udogonium. The other case, which is heterothallic species, is the male and female organs are seen on the different thalli. It forms when the 4 meiospores formed, 2 will develop into a male gametophyte and the remaining 2 will develop into female gametophyte. It is seen in species like Chlamydomonas and Eulothrix. The all other stages in the life cycle are same as the haplodic life cycle. The second type of life cycle is diplondic life cycle. It is mostly seen in species like Sargassum and Fucus. In this type of life cycle, the main plant body is a sporophyte. So the sporophyte refers to the thallus which bears spores on it. This sporophytic plant body has gametangia in it, which is diploid in nature. In this gametangia, meiosis takes place and form haploid gametes. Now, these gametes undergo fusion and form zygote, thus regain the diploid nature of the life cycle. So, unlike haplodic life cycle, the zygote undergoes mitosis rather than meiosis and form sporophytic plant. Thus, the life cycle is completed. So, as the diploid stages are dominant in this life cycle, it is called diplondic life cycle. The third type of life cycle is diplohaplodic life cycle. From the name itself, we can understand that there is distinct diploid and haploid phases. So in this life cycle, the gametophytic phase, which is a haploid phase, and sporophytic phase, which is a diploid phase, appears alternatively. So this life cycle shows alternation of generation. In the life cycle, the gametophyte bear sex organs which produce haploid gametes. These gametes will be fused and form diploid zygote. The zygote germinate and form diploid sporophytic plant. Now, this sporophyte bears sporangia in which meiosis takes place and form haploid meiospores. Now, these will germinate and form gametophytic plant. Now, the life cycle is completed. This is called diplohaplodic life cycle. There are mainly two types of diplohaplontic life cycle. First one is isomorphic, second one is heteromorphic. So the first type is isomorphic diplohaplontic life cycle. The isomorphic means similar morphology because the iso means similar and morphic refers to morphology. In this type, the gametophyte and sporophyte are morphologically similar. That is, the haploid and diploid vegetative plants are similar externally. So it is called homologous or homomorphous diplohaplontic life cycle. It is seen in Cladophora, Alva and Ectocarpus. The second type is heteromorphic, and this type the vegetative plants are morphologically dissimilar. The best example for this is Laminaria. Here, the sporophytic plant body is larger than the gametophytic plant. That is, the sporophyte is several meters in length and the gametophyte is usually microscopic. The fourth type of life cycle is haplobiontic life cycle. Now we know there is already a life cycle called haplontic life cycle. So how this haplobiontic life cycle differ from haplontic life cycle? Well, the haplontic life cycle has only one well-developed haploid phase. In this type, there is two. The haplobiontic cycle has two distinct phases named a gametophyte and a carposporophyte. In the life cycle, the gametophytic plant body has two types of reproductive organ. One is a spermatangia, which is a male reproductive organ and produces spermatium. The other one is carpogonia, which is a female part and produces an egg. During fertilization, the spermatium and egg will fuse together and form diploid zygote. Now this zygote will divide meiotically and form haploid carpogonium. The basal part of the carpogonium forms gonymoblast filaments. The uppermost cells of these filaments start to function as carposporangium. The carposporangium bears carpospores, which are haploid in nature, and all together these structures are covered in sterile filaments. And this complete structure represents a carposporophyte. Carposporophyte is a haploid plant body and seen on parent gametophyte as a parasite. That is, it depends upon the gametophyte for its living. Now the carpospores are formed, get liberated and germinate to form heterotrichous Chanandria stage. The heterotrichous term refers to the plant body which has both prostrate as well as an erect system. The erect filaments arise from this, develop into new gametophyte. So now the life cycle is completed. As we can see, there is two haploid phases in this life cycle. It is called diphasic life cycle or a haplobiontic life cycle. It is seen in Batrachospermum and Mammalion. The fifth type of life cycle is haplodiplobiontic life cycle. The Polysiphonia plant is a good example for this type. In this type of life cycle, there is one haploid phase and two diploid phases are present. So it is called haplodiplobiontic life cycle. Hence it has a total of three major distinct phases. It is called triphasic life cycle. So in this type, the another major characteristic is that it has a male as well as a female gametophytic plant. So together it represents a haploid vegetative part. And there is two diploid phases, namely carposporophyte and tetrasporophytic plant. Firstly, the male and female gametophyte bear reproductive organs named spermatangium and carpogonium. The spermatangium, which is a male reproductive organ, produces male gametes called spermatia. The carpogonium, which is a female reproductive organ, produces female gamete or egg. The male and female gametes will fuse with each other and form diploid zygote. Now, this zygote will develop into carposporophyte, which is also diploid. The carposporophyte bears carposporangium and it forms carpospores, which is diploid in nature. The carpospores will germinate and form tetrasporophytic plant. Now, these plants bear tetrasporangium in which meiosis takes place and form tetraspores, which will be haploid. These tetraspores will develop into male and female gametophytic plants, and now the life cycle gets completed. So these are the 5 major types of algal life cycle. Hope this video was informative for you. If you like this video, please share and subscribe, and if you want to get notified, please click the bell icon so that you never miss an update. I will see you in the next video. Till then, stay healthy and stay positive. Bye.